let me ask you something quietly honest. Have you ever felt your throat close up in the middle of a conversation and you're thinking, please, not now? You're not trying to cry, you don't even feel that sad. You're just overwhelmed. And suddenly your chest tightens, your voice shakes, your eyes start burning, and the worst part isn't the tears, it's the embarrassment. The feeling that your body betrayed you. But here's what almost nobody explains. Your body is not betraying you, it is protecting you. And once you understand what's actually happening in your brain, the shame starts to disappear. So let's break this down. First, your brain reacts before you do. When someone criticizes you, raises their voice, or you feel misunderstood or concerned, your brain doesn't wait for you to be mature. There's a small part of your brain called amygdala. Its job is to detect threat, and it's fast. It reacts in milliseconds before logic, before reasoning, before you can say I'm fine. If your brain interprets something as social danger, rejection, humiliation, conflict, it activates your stress response. Not because you're weak, but because evolutionarily, social rejection used to mean survival risk. So your body prepares. Heart rate changes, breathing shifts, muscles tighten, and sometimes tears show up. All before your rational brain fully catches up. You're not irrational. Your nervous system is just quicker than your thoughts. Second, that painful throat feeling, it's real. That tight, almost choking sensation, it's not in your head. When you're stressed, your sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight system, activates. There's even a medical term for it, globus sensation, that lump in the throat feeling linked to emotional stress. So you're not being dramatic, your body is physically reacting. Third, crying is not a malfunction. Did you know that not all the tears are the same? There are actually 3 types of tears your body produces. Basal tears that keep your eyes protected, reflex tears triggered by irritation, and emotional tears. Emotional tears are different. Researchers have found that they contain higher levels of certain stress-related substances. In other words, emotional tears are chemically distinct. They're not just water from your eyes, they are part of a physiological stress cycle. But during crying, especially deep emotional cry, many people shift into parasympathetic activation. That's the calming branch of your nervous system. It's the system responsible for slowing your heart rate, deepening your breath, and helping your body return to balance. That's why after a real cry, people often feel physically lighter, softer, calmer. Your body isn't breaking down, it's recalibrating. Some research also suggests that crying may stimulate the vagus nerve, a major nerve involved in emotional regulation and physiological calm, which means crying isn't random, it's regulatory. It's your nervous system attempting to discharge excess stress and bring you back to baseline. So biologically speaking, crying is not weakness, it's regulation. The issue isn't the tears, the issue is timing. Because when your body chooses to release stress in the middle of a meeting, an argument, or a moment where you wanted to stay composed, that's when it feels like betrayal. But it's not betrayal, it's your nervous system doing its job, just not at the moment you would have preferred. Why does it tend to happen at the worst moment? Because emotional suppression increases physiological load. When you consistently hold reactions in, stay composed, minimize your feelings, tighten your jaw, regulate your expression, your body doesn't erase the stress. It stores it. Your nervous system continues processing the activation even if you appear calm externally. Stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline don't disappear instantly. They accumulate. So when a small trigger happens, a slight criticism, a change in tone, a subtle social threat, it's not responding only to that moment. It's responding to everything that hasn't been discharged yet. It's not that the moment was objectively huge. It's that your system was already near capacity. Emotional reactivity varies based on multiple factors, including hormonal fluctuations, sleep quality, chronic stress exposure, baseline anxiety levels, history of trauma, and personality traits like high empathy or sensory sensitivity. Some nervous systems are more reactive, more responsive to social and emotional stimuli. like a high-performance engine. Faster acceleration, faster response time, but that also means regulation becomes more important. And this part matters. Crying under stress does not indicate low intelligence. It does not indicate poor discipline or immaturity and instability. It indicates activation. Different individuals express stress differently. Some enter a freeze response and go quiet, some move toward anger, some dissociate, some become hyperlogical, and someone cries. These are all variations of autonomic stress responses. Tears are simply one of the more visible expressions, and visibility is often mistaken for weakness, but physiologically, it is just one regulatory pathway. The real skill isn't eliminating tears. It's understanding your nervous system. When you notice, my throat is tightening, my breathing is shallow, my body feels unsafe, you stop attacking yourself. And when shame decreases, regulation improves. Because shame itself is another threat signal, and threat keeps the cycle going. So if this has ever happened to you, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not too emotional. You're not broken, you're not weak, just your body's trying to protect you. And once you understand what's happening biologically, you stop fighting yourself. You start working with your nervous system, and that changes everything. So the next time it happens, instead of thinking, why am I like this? Try this. This is what my nervous system is doing. Don't turn it into a character flaw. Don't make it a story about weakness. You separate identity from physiology. You're not the reaction. You are the system observing the reaction, and observation creates control.